Distribution is raising prices, so it's not looking good, guys. You're going to have to pay more money. You're gonna have to, keyword, you have to.
Prepare for trouble.
Make it double.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Team Rocket Joey. Yes, sir. So today, guys, I have a couple different topics that I want to go over with you. Woo! So before we get into that, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I upload every 24 hours, 6 a.m. PST. So let's get into it. Guys, Mega Evolutions came out yesterday. I didn't get any. I was at work. Couldn't log on. But I did send the link out to a couple people. And first of all, I did receive a link. Then I sent the link out to other people. And a couple of them texted me back telling me that they were able to get something. So I am super ecstatic for that. Yes, sir. I just did not have the time to be waiting in queue today. No, I didn't. But again, there was a 1 per person limit per SKU. And I heard a couple different people talk about they were able to get 2. I don't know how true that is because it was in my Discord. If you want to join the Discord, the link is down below in the description. So, going off of that, Mega Set looks crazy, looks cool, whatever. We still don't have the cards. Everybody's like hyper FOMOing into it just like they did for Journey Together. And then Journey Together, kind of, oops. Remember, guys, or do we forget about Journey Together already? I feel like we forgot about Journey Together. We forgot about Stellar Crown. We forgot about Shrouded Fable. We forgot. I can't keep listing off names like that. But yeah, I mean, hopefully when we see the cards, the chases look cool. I don't believe that Pokemon would go backwards in their artwork. I believe that from here forward, we're only going forward, and it's going to just keep getting better and better. I think they understood what they did wrong with Sword and Shield base, with Rebel Clash, with Darkness Ablaze, with Vivid Voltage. I do believe that they understood that that was not the right move coming off of the Sun and Moon era. Yeah, no, that definitely not the right move. So I do believe that we will just keep getting better and better art, and all the art that comes before will just look worse and worse because the art is getting better and better. How do you guys feel about the black and white rarities for the Reshiram and Zekrom? I saw somebody post a picture, and I don't know. Me personally, I don't know. I'm definitely not hyper FOMOing for either of these black and white sets. Not FOMOing for any of the cards at all. Maybe the Shinji Kanda Seismitoad, if it's reasonable, but so many people now know that after what happened with the Magic Carp, that the Shinji Kanda Seismitoad will probably be expensive, guys. It will probably be expensive. W Mega Evolutions, I'm grateful and glad as all can be that we are out of the Scarlet and Violet era after Black and White. I can't do the Terra Crowns or the Rainbow Borders. That's just me personally. So the main topic of the video that I do want to talk about today, I keep hearing this narrative online from many different business owners, from many different people that have distribution access, that distribution is raising prices, so it's not looking good, guys. You're going to have to pay more money. You're going to have to, keyword, you have to. Newsflash, guys, you don't have to. You literally don't have to. If you don't, LGSs are going to be put in a horrible position where they are not going to be able to sell their boxes. Wow, it's almost like the consumers control the market. Consumer spending controls the whole entire market. Oh my goodness, my brain just left my head hearing that. If LGSs know that you are going to pay these prices, they will list their items at these prices. Distribution will notice that all of these prices are selling way over MSRP. Then they will start charging the LGS more money per box. And that is where we are at today. They're getting a $5 raise per box, guys, wholesale. Wow. Wow, now it's going to anywhere from $103 to $108 a box. Whoa, wow, and the boxes are selling for 250. Wow, man, that's a major hit to you LGSs. I know it's a major hit to you. I cannot, bro. The hyper FUD and shill into you guys having to pay more money, or not you guys, but the consumers have you have to pay more money. You don't have to do anything. Um, so the second that we actually turn our brains on, right, and we're like, wow, I don't really want to pay $250 for a brand new booster box. I don't really want to do that. Um, LGSs are going to be sitting there with the product, right? They're going to realize they're like, oh wow, this stuff isn't moving. What's going on? I thought everybody was going to just pay $220, $250 per box. No one's paying that anymore. I'm going to have to lower my price and compete because no one's buying this. I need to pay bills. I need to pay overhead. I need to pay my employees. And prices will start to go down. That is how supply and demand works. That is how consumer spending works. How to actually not pay those prices is to not pay the prices. It's that easy. Literally that easy. So then, if it goes on long enough, the LGS is going to start ordering less. So this is where it gets very, very interesting and the chain starts to break. The chain starts to erode a little bit. So the LGS orders less. But since we are in a super cycle, Pokemon's printing, right? Pokemon's printing. Guys, Prismatic is not out of print. Destined Rivals is for sure not out of print. Journey Together is not out of print. Stellar Crown's not out of print. Surging Sparks is not out of print. A lot of these sets are still in print all the way to SVO1. I bet you guys... I know you guys know that, but I don't think you want to hear that. SVO1 is still in print, by the way. So Pokemon gives their distributors all of this product, right? Dumps it on them. They got to take it. They can't not take it. So when we come into the spectrum of consumers not wanting to pay these prices anymore, LGS is ordering less, and you have Pokemon dumping product onto their distributor chain. And then the distribution says you have to take this product, LGS, if you want more of it in the future. So, who is going to lose all the money? The LGS is going to lose all the money when both ends meet. And that is why brick and mortar and most LGSs fail, because they are I don't know the right word for it. I don't want to be too harsh, too crucial. But most LGSs fail, FYI. For anybody that's starting a brand new LGS or business or whatever, I wish you all the best. But when you are caught in that predicament, there is no escaping. There is no escaping at all. You cannot escape it. And you unfortunately are just another number to distribution. Because distribution has so many people backed up on the waiting list to get in and take your spot. Now imagine a situation where you never started that, right? You never took it upon yourself to go watch a Pokey&E video and be like, I'm going to be a big bad salesman just like Pokey&E. I'm going to be a 7-figure business. I'm going to, sell all my Pokemon cards to all these hyper FOMO piggies. No. Imagine a world where you just put money into Bitcoin and your time is now free. You have not had to move a single muscle to outperform all these LGSs. Imagine a world where it's right there. Easy. Buy your time back. Don't trade your time for money. Buy your time. I bet you guys have never actually heard that or understood. That literally just gave me chills down my whole body. You guys can buy your time back. Did you know that? You can buy your freedom. Look it up. Research it. You must be able to make your own decisions. You must be able to learn when to spend, when to not spend, what to spend it on. And as of the last 15 years, there has only been one asset that has allowed you to buy your time back, allowed you to buy freedom, allowed you to if you just bought it and held it, imagine all the LGSs that went out of business. Look at them. Gone. Gone in the wind. They could have just bought Bitcoin. They could have bought Bitcoin. They could have been financially free. But they chose the hardest path possible. They chose the hardest route possible. They literally traded their time for money instead of buying back their time. I hope you guys learned something here today. And it is going to be a glorious next 6 months. And by the way, it's going to be a glorious next 6 months. I will see you guys tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. PST. I upload every single day at 6 a.m. PST. Every 24 hours. I hope you guys learned something here. Make sure you look into the only asset that has allowed you to buy your time back. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. All right, friends. I hope you learned something here today. And remember, I always like the way. All you have to do
is let me in.